Welcome to Simple Software Tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use XLOOKUP for multi-criteria searches in Excel. So what we're looking at here is I created this spreadsheet of data from Portlandia based on some different things here. So I have an episodes list, characters by episodes, and so on. So on my episodes list, I have season, episode, title. But then when I went into log characters by episode, initially I thought, oh, title doesn't really matter, but as I'm looking at it, title would be really helpful here. But the issue, why it doesn't really work using VLOOKUP is because I have two pieces of information here that I need to look at, not just the season, but also the episode. So this is where using XLOOKUP, which is a bit more versatile than VLOOKUP, comes in handy. Now please note that this only works in Excel 365 or versions 2021 and newer. So if that's not what you have, or if you click here and you don't see XLOOKUP, this is not going to work for you, but there are options that will work in similar situations. So just wanted you to know that. So what we're going to do here is first I want to add a column, so I can I'm going to highlight this column, and you can hit Control + or right click and insert. We're going to open that up a little bit because some of these titles are long. I'm going to type in title here. And as you can see, I have the formula and everything over here with a breakdown of what we're going to do. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to tell Excel to combine these two, so season dash episode. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tell Excel to look on the episodes list and also combine these, and then look for a match between that season and episode on the characters by episode tab and compare it to this and return the title of that episode based on that information. So when you have a situation where you have two columns where you want to look that up, you can do it this way. And keep in mind, maybe you have two pieces of information here and you only have one, maybe they're already combined on the other. You can make that work as well, but we're doing kind of one for one here, so exactly the same. So what, you can type this out as is, but I like using this insert function here. So I'm going to click on this, and XLOOKUP is already here, but if it's not for you, you can just type XLOOKUP, hit enter or click go, and there it is right there. So we're going to click on OK. Now I'm going to walk you through this formula just as we see here. So we've got it all, the full formula here, and then we're going to do this breakdown here. So the first thing we want to do is create the lookup value. And the way we do that is we're going to click in cell A2 here, because that's the first, we want the first season. And now we need to tell it to combine it with what's in column B. So we're going to hit space, and then the and symbol, the ampersand, and then space, and then in quotations I'm going to do a hyphen. Do whatever makes sense for you. You can add a space there, and the reason we're putting it in quotations here is so Excel knows that we're not subtracting this information. It can get a little confused if we don't specify that. And that's how you can also add spaces or whatever you want in there. It's going to use that as text. So then we're going to add another space, another sign, and sign, and then we're going to click in B2. So we see the result here. It's 1-1. That's exactly what we want. If it doesn't look exactly as you want, look through your formula, make sure everything is done correctly there. You have the proper spacing and quotations, all of that. So that is this first part here, creating the lookup value. Now the second part is defining the lookup array. So this is going to tell Excel to look for a match in this section, and we're also going to need to combine it, so we're comparing apples to apples here. So I am going to click down here because this data is on our episodes list tab. And it's going to be very similar. So I'm going to highlight column A. So we want all of A highlighted. And we're going to do the same stuff here. So we're going to do a space, the ampersand, a space, quotation, hyphen, quotation, space, the ampersand, and then we want to highlight column B. So what this is going to do is this is going to combine what's in this with the hyphen and then the episode here. So now I'm going to click in this next field here, and it's going to bring us back here for our final step. And this is where we define the return array. And what that means is so it's going to look at this, it's going to find a match in this array that we just defined, and then what we define here is where it's going to pull that match from. So we would want the title. This is empty, so we want to pull the title from this episodes list. So we're going to go back here, and for the return array, I'm going to highlight column C. Now, here we go. So we have farm as the answer. So check the answer here. Make sure it looks as expected, because I know that, so we're looking up season 1, episode 1, and we've got our array here, and then our return, and right there it says farm. So that way I know it's correct. If it's not correct for you, go ahead, look through it again carefully, make sure everything is done properly, and make any tweaks necessary until it's correct. So I'm just going to click in this next field just to take us back there. We're going to take one more look to see how it looks here. Everything's right, so I'm going to click on OK. So that way it pulls the correct information here. Now what I can do is I can just drag this down, and what it's going to do is it's going to add this data for everyone. So we'll just stop there. It's got to think for a minute. There we go. There we go. It is thinking a lot, so give it a second to fill out. That's a lot of data to go through. That's, combining several things here, but everything is looking good so far. And if we want to just do kind of some spot checking, we can take a look here and see, okay, so in this example, this one should be mixologist. So season 2, episode 1, we can go here. Season 2, episode 1 shows mixologist. So that's it. That's all it takes to do that. It seems a little complicated, but it's really not too bad. Thanks for watching. If this tutorial helped, I'd love it if you hit like and subscribe for more helpful tutorials. Drop your questions or feedback in the comments, and have an awesome day.